This is going to be a collective reading for the new moon in Aquarius. And this is going to be a collective energy reading from the spirit guides, the angels, the ancestors, in the highest and best energy only. So be open to receiving the messages that are for you. As I mentioned, this is a collective reading. So this is collective energy. Not every little single thing maybe might not apply to you. So take it how it resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay. All right. Angels, ancestors, what do we need to know from the spirit guides? So the spirit guide oracle deck. We've got stay open minded. So, staying open minded in the times of change and times of shifting, you must stay open minded about who you're becoming. You can't be too rigid or stubborn in one way or another to forget what you're actually here to do. We have don't relinquish your power. That's one thing that happens in the collective energy is like one popular trendy, something will happen, it's got everyone's attention, or something negative happens, it's got everyone's attention. It relinquishes our power. It puts all the collective wave on like fear or unknown or uncertainty. And like that can be toxic, especially in environments of like very rapid, uncertain movement creates a ripple effect of that. So it's about staying in your power. Even when the world is on fire, staying in your power, not letting it dim your light. We've got worry is a wasted emotion. That is where we must shift who, what, where, when, why into our own frequency and our own energy so that we're able to be able to elevate our mindset, that we're not always being pushed and pulled by the collective energy or pushed and pulled by outside energies, even within our family, our relationships, our jobs. This is about finding ways to be very grounded in your own personal power so that you're not using your mind to worry or to fear or to like be in that uncertainty energy, but being able to like elevate your mindset so that even when something wants that energy from you, you're in your power so much that it doesn't touch your frequency, that it doesn't touch you, it doesn't touch your reality. This is about really knowing what your energy is, about what your energy means to you. Aquarius energy, the new moon in Aquarius, is really about the collective as a whole because Aquarian energy rules like people, nations, communities. So it really is about finding your people, being more like yourself so that you can attract your people. Everyone has value. Doesn't mean that everyone is meant to stay in your life forever, that everyone is meant to be a part of your entire journey. Like a lot of what's a part of our journey now maybe isn't what's supposed to be a part of our journey later. And it's about surrendering and letting go of things, people, places, energies that don't serve you. Also, to add to that, being in your power is a mindset that starts from internal work through shadow work, through meditation, reflection, journaling. It's about being in your power because then you're rooted in your oneness with like the universe as a whole. And you're not pushed and pulled by every little energy around you because you're so firm in your own energy. Abundance is your right. Abundance is also a frequency, and I'm talking about this all day long, baby, because this is a collective read. I do a lot of collective readings. I do a lot of private client readings, and abundance is like the number one thing. Abundance is not always material. So let me run that back for everybody. Just because abundance in a material form would create positivity or change in your life doesn't mean that that's what the abundance that you're going to get is. Sometimes you get an abundance of creativity because that creativity could then be amplified for your healing, your personal journey, for the art, the creation journey of itself, and then the abundance that comes from that, which may come in material forms with development or understanding of that creative ability. So sometimes abundance is gifts that are given to us at birth that we either choose to use or we don't use at all. And this is about using what's available to you, like alchemy, the magician card, and tarot. It's about using all tools available to you. Like a lot of really amazing musicians and artists grew up in traumatic situations, and they use that for power instead of letting that drain them or limit them or put them in a victim style mindset. They use that energy to elevate. And like, although that journey is not easy, that journey is not for everyone. I'm just saying that like sometimes abundance is in creativity form or in ideas or an abundance of energy. If directed towards a really great thing, it could become something really great. That's why they say like nothing worth having comes easy. That is where that would like come from, because with abundance energy, we have the resources, but sometimes we don't have the motivation or the time or the peace of mind or whatever to do the things. So what you would want to manifest as far as abundance would be peace, energy, harmony, an environment to create or whatever. If you need peace and quiet, or you know what I mean? Like abundance is not always a material thing. Material may be a reward or something down the road in a form of material abundance, but that's not always what abundance is. So abundance is your right. So that means like peace is your right. Happiness is your right. Health, wellness, mental health, wellness, whatever is your right. To be happy is your right. So that is where spirit is guiding us to detach from these limiting timelines within a collective, within a universe, within any thing that we have going here, and break free of those cycles in order to unlock your own hidden talents, abundance codes. Elevated mindset is a new program. So it's like unlocking these new programs, these new levels of reality, these new levels of awareness. But once you go forward in awareness, you don't get to go backwards. So that's why people get scared, because they get so far and then they're like, oh no, because I know if I see this, I can't continue doing this. I can't continue dating this person or being around this energy or whatever. And then things start naturally having to phase out in your reality, because it's like, this is no longer aligned with me. Like that one version of myself was aligned with said situation, but now it's not. And that's a tough thing for people to push through. So that's why I wanted to do this reading, because the new moon in Aquarius, we still have time. It lingers for like 3 days. Set some intentions, plant some seeds. This is really a really beautiful new moon, because Aquarius is the 11th zodiac sign. So that means that we're almost to the astrological new year in March, which means that that's when like bloom comes into life. Like everything starts blooming, everything starts thriving, living, being reborn. And you also are in tune with that rhythm of life. That's why some people feel depressed in the wintertime, because it's really a time for recharging and resting and harvesting your energy. So it's okay to rest right now. It's okay to plan and then take action later, but it's also about using your energy wisely, manifesting what you actually need and not what you think you need, thinking about all the factors that go in to what you're asking for, not just blindly asking for things that maybe you can or can't handle. Sometimes like the reason we don't get what we're asking for is because if you got it, you couldn't handle it. You wouldn't act right. You couldn't appreciate it. You wouldn't know what to do with it, whatever it is. And spirit, the divine timing behind the whole situation is like, no, you can't have that yet. Like you have to do XYZ. And so they're in your ear, like telling you to do XYZ. And people will be like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So you know what it is. We're going to pull some cards from my deck, Light as a Feather. This deck is on my website. So let's see what we need. This is also a good time to remind everyone, I will never message you for a reading. Scammers are everywhere. Scammers are always using my photos and impersonating me, messaging people and taking money from them. That would never be me. I do not message people for readings. You can only book with me on my website, contrarycherryco.com. It will also be linked in the description. Do not fall for a scam. If it didn't work out, then baby, it wasn't meant to be. So it's time that we move on. We moving on. Spirit is using texture and smell to get your attention. So a lot of people don't know this, but spirit, the spiritual realm, can send you smells, like fresh baked cookies, a cigarette, a cigar, alcohol, something like that's not in the room with you, or even if it is, to trigger you to having a memory or a vision or a thought. Cleanse your home, workspace, or car. Baby, it's time to clean out y'all's cars. It's time to dust. It's time to get rid of stagnant energy. It builds up. Clean the dishes in your sink, whatever it is. Time to cleanse, clean, and prepare. Spirit wants you to surrender and have patience. Sometimes it's just about getting up and showing up, doing what you got to do to get where you want to be. And I think that Spirit is encouraging you all to choose wise thoughts, elevate your wisdom, elevate the way that you believe your life is going to be. Take a nap, get some rest, and most importantly, stop worrying. Stop worrying. When we worry too much, we are being held back by limiting energy. When we are worried and in fear, we are being held back by limiting energy. The universe is speaking in code, but are you listening? Codes through music, through memories, through deja vu, through numbers, through license plates, through billboards, through every little thing, street names, street signs. It does not matter. Spirit is always communicating with us. Are you ready to receive? Affirm it. This is about being very mindful of what you're affirming to the universe, because words are spells, and baby, a lot of people are counter manifesting. I'm going to tell y'all got to quit thinking negative. You got to quit saying negative. You got to believe that it's going to be the best day you've ever had. And that's how you show up in that vibration to attract the best day you've ever had. Even if it's like, okay, well, I've had days that are better, but today was still good though. Today was still good though. Imagination is the key to your success. Tap in, baby. Like, just tap in. Stay away from the drama and cut ties with it completely. Stay away from the celebrity drama. Quit following these celebrities and like what they do and knowing their whole life story. Cut ties with the matrix and the drama of reality TV, celebrities, whatever they're wanting you to pay attention to. People hate on you because you trigger them. Shine your light anyways. So for some people, you may feel like no matter what you do, it's not good enough. It's because your healing, your growth, your confidence, your whatever triggers people. Your light is triggering people. Even if you don't see your light, it still triggers people. So they try to keep you small. They try to keep you in cycles and loops of lack and not good enough and, feeling like you're not who you're supposed to be. A lot of that is what we're allowing. So staying away from anything that's allowing you to stay in limited cycles. Wake up and do the damn thing. For some people, getting up earlier and getting your day going with the gym or something is going to be the commitment that you need, because it's going to show you that hard work pays off. That consistency is key. Like, if we're not doing anything to show our higher self that we can do it, we're in limiting beliefs. We must do things that are hard for us today. And then we've got eat something sweet and reward yourself with a treat. So even though we go to the gym or whatever, we can still eat something sweet. Like, this is about rewarding yourself, but not overindulging. Moderation is key with everything. Moderation is everything. And I think that Spirit is wanting everyone to look at areas that they could tone it down and save energy. It's not just about money or time or whatever. It's the energy involved with it. Something that only takes 20 minutes could be as draining as something that takes 20 hours. You do the math, baby, and stay in your power. Thank you so much for riding with me. I have not been on YouTube in forever. If you want to join my Patreon, that's where I'm at all of the time. So it's patreon.com/contrarycherryco, contrarycherryco.com. Tap in, and I hope you all have a blessed day. Bye.